Hi everyone, happy Tuesday. My name is Laura Milligan and I am coming to you from the B Spot, my studio in Canton, Ohio. This is not my normal day to go live, but I was not able to do it yesterday, so I'm coming to you on Tuesday today. So if you're there, say hi, give me a shout out. I have some fun things to share with you today, one of which is free, or the clearance rack has been updated. I got up this morning and went over, hopped. I always check out the weekly updates on the Stampin' Up! Demonstrator side of the website, and I noticed that there was an announcement about the clearance rack being updated, and so I quickly went over there, checked that out, and put a very nice order in for myself. There's some really great things there. Beautiful. There's some gems that I've always loved. I stocked up on some of those. Great deals on designer paper. There's some good punches. There's some ribbons. So you want to for sure go and check that out. And of course, if you put a $50 product order in through me and use my monthly host code, which I will show you in a minute, you will get a pack of Festive Pearls. And I don't know if I have them here anymore, do I? Yes, here they are. These are the Festive Pearls. I'll just hold them up here so you can see them. This is my thank you gift this month for anyone that places an online order of $50 or more. You get this as a thank you gift. So there's Lucy. Hi, Lucy. Hi, Colleen. Debbie. Oh, yeah. Lucy says lots of nice things I keep telling myself I don't need. LOL. But the thing is, it's such a great deal. Like, why not get it? Why not get it now, right? Somebody made the funny comment one time about it's not whether you need it or not. It's about if you want it or not. And some of these things are 60% off. So I think you should go for it, Lucy. I'll be looking for your order. You know, I'm just kidding. But anyway, okay. So I'm going to change my view. And so be sure to go to the clearance rack and check out all the things. If you go to lauramilligan.com/shop, then you'll know you're shopping right with me. And here is the host code. You want to add this because I cannot add them for you. I can add a couple a month, but Stampin' Up! Has limited the number of host codes that we can add. So if you forget to add that, I can't fix it. I can't always fix it for you like I used to be able to. So don't forget to do that. And if you don't know how, please get in touch with me and I can kind of walk you through that. So the first thing I want to talk about today, the first thing I want to do is give away this beautiful card that I made last week. And this uses the Fond of Autumn bundle. And I wanted to highlight the die. This actually is the same die. I die cut it once up here, turned it and die cut it down here, and then just added the flower and a couple acorns in my words. But everybody loved this card. I got a lot of great comments, and so I really appreciate that. This card is going to Laura Pachalski. Laura, I have your address, so I will get this out to you. Well, my mailman has already come today, so this will go out to you tomorrow. So that's for you, Laura. Thank you for commenting and watching. And then my mailman never gets here. Hi, Debbie. I should say mail carrier. Never gets here. Usually it's like 5:30, 6 o'clock, and he's the best. I love him. And he came early today. I had a big stack of boxes that I was shipping out, boxes of my holiday retreat for those people that got it to go, and my bingo packages, those that are playing bingo with me this month. And some other little thank you gifts that I was sending out. So I had a huge, I don't even know how many total packages I had, but it was a big stack. And so he came early and he left me this. So I have a couple extras of these, and I will tell you, I almost squealed when I opened this because I love Christmas. And when I saw the stamp set that comes with this, I literally squealed because how cute is this Santa Claus face? Snowflakes, and I love the reindeer pulling Santa's sleigh. Love that. That's one of my favorite things at Christmas. Merry ho ho ho, 'tis the season to be jolly. Christmas, holiday, delivered to, Santa Claus is coming to town. So I think the stamp set in itself is amazing. It comes with an early espresso Stampin' Spot. And then look how cute the cards are. And I did not have a chance to make any of these. Sometimes I try to make one of each just to show you, but literally my mailman just came. And okay, so Colleen, you want one of these? Okie doke. Look at the cards. Look how cute they are. I love this. The ho ho ho, and this, there's that Santa sleigh being pulled by the reindeer. And of course, you know, we have, they're probably too big, but we have those red rhinestones. Wouldn't that be cute on the little reindeer at the front for Rudolph? But it's just, it's so, so cute. And then they also have a flyer in here. The November kit is called From the North Pole. It's a gift tag kit, and these products are going to coordinate, so you know it's going to be super cute as well. And also with this month's Paper Pumpkin, they released an add-on, which is these cute, they're calling them North Pole sacks, and they're available in the online store now. You have to be a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, I believe, to get these, but I'm not positive about that. I think you do. But look how cute these are, and then they made a tag. Super, super cute. So I can't wait to see what the tags are next month. But this one is just so, so cute. And so let me know if you want one. If you're local to me, we can do a back porch pickup, or I can ship one to you as well. But let me know, because I think these are going to go fast. I just have a couple extra ones. So, Colleen, I will put your name on one of them. Okay. Now I want to show you, we have a great special going on this month for people that want to join the Stampin' Up! Family by becoming a demonstrator. And we have, so it's a great deal. You get to choose, your starter kit is $99, and you get to choose $155 in product. And you don't pay shipping on that, and they usually throw in a paper pumpkin kit, one of the past paper pumpkin kits, so that's another added value, about $25. And we have an early release of some products, and if they are available this month only to demonstrators. It's called the Fitting Florets, and demonstrators can always get things a month before the regular customers can. And so I already have these products, and I want to just show them to you. They will be available to customers starting November 1st or early November. I'm not sure of the exact date. I think it's November 1st. But if you're a demonstrator, you can order all of these now, which is what I did. I'm participating in some swaps. So I'll get some ideas, which I will be sharing with you in early November. I think that's when the swaps are going to be coming back to me, but I'm going to send mine out in the mail today. But so let me tell you about what's everything included. So it's a whole collection of products. So there is the framed Florets stamp set, and this one is photopolymer, and it has some good sprigs. And what they did when they designed this, they gave the challenge to the designer to do something that would maybe work year round. And so I love the fonts on these and some of the little images. And then they made the framed and festive stamp set to coordinate. And this product, this bundle, there's a bundle that goes with this. I'll show you in a minute. This will be featured in the January to June mini catalog. This is only going to be available while supplies last as part of the pre-order. And like, these words are perfect for Christmas and the holidays. And I love the big size. I think this is a beautiful set of words for the holidays and Christmas cards. Also comes with a set of dies. And let me see, where's my, so it's the die set is so large that I had to put it on 2 of my magnetic sheets. But it includes all these ovals, and we have not had oval die cuts for a while, so that's always very exciting. And I want to show you how you can use these in 1 second here. But then there's also some leaves. There are some sprigs and things, and then there are some things that coordinate with images in the stamp set, and also images in the designer paper, which I'll show you for a second. But I want to show you first, I'm going to slide this over here, and I want to show you how you use these dies. So I'm going to put this down here, and this was done So I just took a regular piece of cardstock and ran it through my die cutting machine like this, and it comes out in two pieces. So you get a frame, a beautiful framed oval, and then you get a solid oval, which you can use, you could do it in different colors, which is what I'm going to do today on one of the thing on the card that I'm making. So there's one thing that you can do with this die. Then there is this die, which is all these little hearts. And I love hearts. Hearts are my favorite shape. And so I took this doesn't actually cut out an actual oval like this one does that you can actually pick up as a separate piece. But this one actually die cuts this heart, an oval full of hearts on your cardstock, and which I think is super, super cool. And then, of course, you get all these little mini hearts that you can save and use, like if you want to make a shaker card, that kind of thing. And then I did another, I was just experimenting with these, so I did another one. And for this one, what I did was I put my heart die on my cardstock, and then I used this oval and just kind of nested that inside of it like that, ran it through my die cutting machine, and ended up with a separate, this is a separate oval. And so of course you could pop that up around those hearts. I just think it's an amazing combination of dies. So I just wanted to show you how those dies worked. And then also, I want to show you the gorgeous, gorgeous Designer Series paper. And, we all love our papers. I feel like Stampin' Up! Just outdoes themselves time and time again. This is 12 by 12. And again, these papers were designed with the holidays in mind. Like this, wouldn't this make a gorgeous Christmas card? I think that's just beautiful. Look at this, the beautiful rich colors. You get 2 of each sheet. This one is a kind of a mini pattern of that first one that I showed you. Love this one. I think this would be beautiful for the holidays or birthdays or really anything. And then here's this one. So those are the front sides. We learned when I went on my $1 million trip out to the headquarters, we learned that this side of the designer paper is called the A side. And then if you flip it over, here is the B side. And these are usually more subtle, smaller patterns. This is just gorgeous. Look at the beautiful colors in this paper. I am in love with this. I'm so glad I was able to get this early. Pink, and of course we all love gingham. Look at that gingham. Is that not gorgeous? I'm going to flip this over one more time, and I want to pull this first piece out here at the top. This one, there is a die that will cut, I got to figure out which one it is. I think it's this one right here. Perhaps, yes. So it's that one. Let me pull this up so you can see it. So there is a die that cuts this particular image on this designer paper, and I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. But they also have left room between these, all the other images, so that you can fussy cut them and of course use them on your cards too. And there are a lot of people that love fussy cutting, believe it or not. I don't mind. I'm not that good at it, but I know people that are super good at it, and I just do my best, and it's usually okay. But I love when we have dies that coordinate with the designer paper. So that being said, if you want to get this now before everyone else does, you can join my team. And if you join my team, you can put this in your starter kit. So you could get all of these as part of your starter kit, and I believe you still would have some extra money to put into your for more products in the starter kit. It is a great deal. You don't have to run a business. You can be what I call a happy shopper, and just enjoy the Stampin' Up! Products that you love at a discount. And I think it's pretty smart to do that. I feel like everyone should do it. So if you have questions about that, I would love to have you join my team. We have a great group of ladies on our team, and we have so much fun. And they are so super talented. So I just wanted to put that little plug in. If you've ever thought about joining the Stampin' Up! Family, we would love to have you on our team, and I would welcome you with open arms. And that special goes through the end of October. All right, so now I'm going to make a card for you today, because I know that's why you're all here. Oh, you know what else I forgot to show you? These are part of this collection, and these are called Gold Adhesive Back Swirls. This product, the framed and festive stamp set, and the designer paper is only available while supplies last. These 3 products are not going to appear in the January to June mini catalog. These are just part of the pre-order, and they are while supplies last. I'm pretty sure this paper, I think all 3 of these are going to go pretty fast. These are gorgeous. The paper is gorgeous. And I will say Sherry and I are offering a class for this. You will get information on that late October, early November. So we are already working on that class, and just because we think these products are so beautiful. So I have a card that I want to make with you today, and I have some of the parts and pieces. I am starting with my usual thick basic white. That's usually what my go-to for card making. I just like that look. You know what? I'm going to flip this over. So I put a card on my blog yesterday. I hope you all checked it out. I think it goes over to Facebook as well, but it was using the rectangle postage stamp punch in kind of an unusual way, creative way, I guess I would say. And I hope that you will go take a look if you haven't seen it yet. It's kind of fun. All right, so I have some parts and pieces. I have taken a panel of basic white and embossed it with the timeless type, or time-worn type embossing folder. And I'm just going to attach that first like this. Oh, and you know what? I'm going to need to cut a strip of designer paper. I didn't do that yet. Hold on. See if I have some right here. Oh, let's see. I used the gingham. Here's one. Okay. And I think it needs to be, let's see what it says here. I've got the measurements on the back. If you're 1 by 5. So I'm going to get that cut real quick. And then, let's see here. What else do I need? I think I have everything else I need. I just forgot about that. Okay. So I'm going to start by attaching this panel. Thank you, Mary Jo. I thought that was pretty as well. Hi, Jean. Welcome from Wisconsin. So I'm going to just go ahead and put my liquid glue on the back of this piece. I love this time-worn type embossing folder. Okay. Then I'm going to take this piece of designer paper. I love the gingham. And actually, this sample originally, as you'll see, was a Christmas card. And I just thought for today's live, I would switch it up a little bit. Okay, I'm going to do that. Let's put that about right there like that. I always love gingham, don't you? There's just something about it. Just so pretty. Okay, so now I have taken... Let me find my dies here. I have taken this die, and this is the one that will actually cut a frame. So I actually this is a piece of the designer paper, so I put this on the designer paper, ran it through my die cutting machine, and came out with this frame. Now it also had a little oval in the middle, which I've just set aside. I'll be using that later. But then I did it again because I wanted to get this oval shape here, because I'm going to stamp the words on that. So let me take this, but these were both done with this particular die, and you can see the detail there. All right, so I'm going to get out my stamps now. I'm using Night of Navy ink. And I'm going to stamp some words, and I'm actually using something from the framed Florets stamp set. Thank you with all my heart. So I'm going to go ahead and ink this up. And this is photopolymer. I'm not sure that if I mentioned that the Framed and Festive is the cling. It's the red rubber. Okay, so there we have that. Thank you with all my heart. And then I'm also going to take a piece of scrap paper. Let me just pull one out of here. Oh, this is a deckled rectangle. I had an extra one, so that'll be fine. I'm just going to stamp this. This is this big floral spray here from the Framed Florets. I had to check and see how this was pronounced, if it was Florets or Florets, but I think it's Florets. So I'm going to use Night of Navy ink on this, give it a nice press. And then, like, look, that's even cute like that, isn't it? I'm going to let that sit a minute because with the blue ink, I'm going to be adding some color with my blends to this. And with the blue ink or any of the inks, the classic inks, you want to give them a second to dry before you add color with your blends. So I have actually already stamped and die cut one, so I know that this is nice and dry. So I'm going to save that for another project because that's pretty cute. And I think I'm going to put this blue ink away. All right, so I'm going to use Stampin' Blends. I am using light soft succulent and light Night of Navy. And basically I'm just pulling colors from the ink that I used and the designer paper that I'm using. So I'll start with the soft succulent, the light, and I'm just going to color in the leaves. I could add some dark soft succulent, but I kind of liked it all just this one color. It's kind of simpler, makes it softer for this particular card anyway. This goes pretty quickly, but there's a lot of leaves on this, huh? I love to color. I know that a lot of you do as well. Not everybody does. Just like fussy cutting. Some people love to fussy cut and some just don't want anything to do with it. So, okay, so there's my green. That was light soft succulent. And then I'm going to use light Night of Navy. And I'm just going to add a little color. I'm going to leave the flowers white, and I'm just going to color the center of these flowers here just with a little bit of light of navy. And then the other thing I die cut is from this particular die, and I just did this in white, and I'm going to use this as back behind my little oval here. But I did that, and what I want to do is take my light Night of Navy and add some color just to the end to make these look like berries. And of course, if you're doing a card, I mean, you could, depending on what kind of card you're making, you could do these in any color. You could do them in like Cajun Craze for fall, Cherry Cobbler, Real Red, any of those for you know, a traditional Christmas card. And then the other thing I did, and I'm going to do this now so that they have a second to dry, I used, these are these gold adhesive back swirls, and see if I can get them out of here. There we go. I think you get 75 in a pack, so there are a lot of these in the pack. And what I did, so they're really pretty just as gold. I don't know if you can see the detail. Try to hold them up. I don't know if the light will catch it, but they're like swirls. They're really cool. And I thought it would be fun to add some color to these. And so I'm going to use the brush tip. Well, that looks like it's kind of dried out. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to use just the regular tip and just add a little color to these. And what I found was, even though I'm adding color, I'm adding blue, something about the combination of the blue and the gold, they almost look green, which actually matches the greens that I'm using in my cards, those soft succulents. So I thought that was kind of cool. I'm going to set those aside to dry a minute. And let's just put this card together. So I'm going to start, first thing I'm going to do is kind of position things in place just to make sure I have everything the way I want it to be. So I'm going to do that like that. And then this is going to go here. This is going to just kind of tuck behind everything like that. And then I'm going to add some ribbon and stuff too. But first I'm going to start, I think I'm going to start by attaching this sprig. And I'm just going to do that with a little bit of glue. Right there. And I'm just going to let this kind of run up the side here. Oops, just wipe that away. We'll just put that about right there like that. Okay. Okay, and then I'm going to add this piece. And this I just attached flat. The frame bordering this oval is going to be popped up with some mini dimensionals. So I'm going to put that about right there. Like that. And before I add the frame, I'm going to take a little bit of this soft succulent ribbon and just tuck this down here. I'm going to have to trim this a little bit. It's a little bit too long, but I'm going to take a little bit of my seal, my tape runner, and just put a little seal there to hold this in place. Let's see, that looks about right. Looks like I need one other little bit of this there to hold the top part of that down. Okay, so we have that. I will snip that in a minute. I don't want those quite that long. Okay, then I'm going to take my frame. That'll be the next thing going on here, and that's going to fit right here like this. Don't worry about that. I'm going to cover that up with our little spray here. So that's not going to show, so that's fine. You know what else I forgot to do with this is add some Wink of Stella. So I'm going to do that real quick so that dries. I'm just going to put it on the white parts of the flower that I didn't color in. And I love our Wink of Stella. My sister-in-law is like obsessed with the Wink of Stella, and she always says, who was the genius that thought of putting glitter in a brush like this with a brush tip? It's amazing. And oh gosh, that looks so pretty. Let me see if you can see the shimmer. That just looks kind of blurry, doesn't it? I don't know if you'll be able to tell, but gosh, if you were here with me, you would see it's so shimmery and pretty. So I'm going to take the frame and I am going to attach it with mini dimensionals. I have a few here. Now I have edges, which I will save. I think I have another sheet. Yeah, here's a full sheet. So we'll go ahead and add these. So have any of you had a chance to do any stamping today? I hope you're all shopping the clearance rack refresh. Like I said, there are some great deals there. Hey, Chris, how are you? She loves Wink of Stella. Yes, I think we all do. What's not to love, right? Glitter in a brush. Okay, so I'm going to take these off, take the backings off, and I'll just position this around my stamped oval. Oops. Aw, Colleen's grandson used the Wink of Stella over the weekend, making a get well card. That was sweet. Okay, so I'm going to position this, and it's just going to fit right around. Whoops, I don't want that on there. Just going to get this to fit right around my oval. Might have to play with this a little bit here to get it just right. Okay. Okay, so that looks good. Hold that down a minute. And then I'm going to take my sprig, and that'll be positioned right there. You know what, I need to move this over. This is not laying right. Let's get that flat. There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to take this and I'll just position this. You know what, this still, you know what I think I did when I when I was adding the dimensionals and putting it down, I think I kind of stretched out the shape, but I think it's going to be okay because a lot of this is going to be covered up over here, this kind of wonky part. Yeah, okay. So this is going to be on here like this, and I'm going to just add a dimensional behind that. Let me find my big dimensionals. Just put one there and there. So that's going to be there like that. And that's just going to rest over the oval. Whoops, I covered up my words. Do you ever have one of those days when everything you stamp is crooked and nothing goes quite like you want? I will show you my finished card when I'm done because it's really pretty. Okay, and then I have, somewhere around here, I had a little piece of white baker's twine, which I think... Well, gosh, where did I put it? There we go. I'm just going to make a bow. And I like to make my loops kind of big. I'm going to pull this out a little bit. And I'm just going to take a glue dot and just slide that under my floral spray here. There's a little glue dot right there. I'm just going to tuck that under there like that, just to soften up and add a little bit more interest. And then I'm going to take my, get that out of the way there. I'm going to take these gems that are now looking like soft succulent. And I'm just going to put those right there. And like I said, it would have been real pretty to just leave them gold, but I thought, I don't know, there was something fun about adding some color to those. So there is my card, and I want to show you, this is the one that I had done as a Christmas card. And so I don't know, I think it's great to show the versatility of these cards. And of course, this is a beautiful Christmas card in not traditional colors, which I always like. I like to switch things up a little bit. And then this one is just a thank you with all my heart, a really pretty card for a friend. So that's the card that I had prepared for you today. Let me know what you think. What do you think about this suite of products? I think they are amazing, and I know that a lot of you will be excited to get these in your hands. I think I think it's really good stuff, and it's always fun to get some new things, especially these dies, which I think are amazing. We haven't had ovals, like I said, for quite a while. So let me know. Thank you for, okay, love these beautiful cards and ideas. Thank you so much, everyone. So I'm going to switch back and just get ready to sign off for today. I do appreciate you joining me. Don't miss out on the great deals on the clearance rack. And remember, if you order $50 in product or more and place your order online using my host code, you will get a package of Festive Pearl gems as a thank you from me. So I appreciate so much you watching today, and I should be back at my normal time next week, which is Mondays at 1 p.m. If anything changes, I will let you know. But once again, thank you so much for joining me. And as always, I hope you have time to be creative today. Take care, my friends. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.